Dan Masters live on location, a very historical night, a reunion if you will, saying goodbye to a dear friend, the Nightmare, Ted Allen, and this man, Gulf Coast wrestling legend himself. He's wrestled and won so many titles, and you may have seen him on YouTube as of late. A lot of the young generation are getting a chance to see what wrestling is all about. Yeah. Cowboy Bob Kelly's with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Tonight, a very special night, and tell the fans what Ted Allen meant to you. You know, he was a very frequent visitor of the reunions out there on the Gulf Coast reunion.
Well, words really can't explain what Ted meant to us at the reunion. He came down there one time and just fell in love with it. He came every time that he could after that. He had such a heart. What got me was when I found out what he was doing. When he came to the reunion, guys that couldn't afford to make it, that just didn't have the money and wanted to come but couldn't, Ted made sure that they got to the reunion. He brought them down there, put them in a room, kept them for 2 days, took them back home, made them happy. And those guys smiled and laughing, and for 1 day and 2 days in their life, they were living their dream again.
And the right way of doing things.
Right. And Ted saw to that, and it just made me so proud that I was associated with him. I didn't get to wrestle with him. I didn't get to book him. I didn't know him until he started coming to the reunion. I heard about him. I seen him on TV, the Nightmare, and of course he came along after I got out. But other than just seeing him on TV and stuff like that, I saw a few matches after that when he'd be wrestling sometime Saturday night after the reunion. I'd go over and watch him, and he was a treat to watch. And
Mr. Kelly, tonight you made a very special announcement to the fans in attendance and the wrestlers that are involved. Something that I think Ted's looking down on tonight and smiling, saying that's something that's going to be carried through tradition for quite some time. Why don't you tell everyone watching?
About the Sunshine Jar?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Well, we started that Sunshine Jar a few years after we got started, when we would call and say, why don't you go to the reunion? Well, I just can't afford to come now. I'm on Social Security and I just can't do it. So we decided that some of the guys like that, we'd start a Sunshine Jar, and we announced that we got a jar, and there's people that can't afford to come. If you all want to help them, put some money in the Sunshine Jar. Well, Ted put money in the Sunshine Jar every time, and he would tell people about the Sunshine Jar, you know. And plus the fact that he brought people on his own and paid their way to the reunion so they could come down there and enjoy being with one another. And so we decided that then when Ted passed away, I mean, we couldn't. I went this morning and visited his grave because I couldn't get here for the reunion. I mean, for his death. I was in Seattle, Washington when I found out about it. Couldn't make it. It was so sudden. And but anyways, we found out that the flyers, in lieu of flyers, that they wanted the money sent to the reunion for the Sunshine Jar. That's what they said. We found out about that, and so we decided Ted was helping the Sunshine Jar when he was alive, and he's going to continue to help it because we're going to name the Sunshine Jar Ted Allen Sunshine Jar.
Wow.
And in his behalf.
That's incredible. Is there a way, Bob, that the fans that may be watching online or on television can make a donation?
Yeah, they can send it to the Gulf Coast reunion. I'm just, right now,
You're going to pass us the information. We'll put it on the screen.
Put it on there. You know, the address they can send the money to, and it'll go in the Sunshine Jar, and it'll help some wrestler that can't afford to come down and be able to spend 2 days talking and lying and telling all kinds of stuff.
Telling kinds of lies, right?
About one another, and they enjoy it. There's 2 days in their life that, you know, that's mine. I live for that. I mean, I'm 75 years old, and the only wrestling I'm going to do is in my talking. And we get down there for 2 days and we whip everybody, you know.
Right.
And everybody that we didn't whip then, we whipping now. So it's great, and yeah, you do that.
We're going to put the information that's on the screen, and fans, please make your donations, and wrestlers that may be out there viewing and that haven't been are invited to check it out themselves each year in Mobile. Details on your screen. Thanks a lot one more time, Mr. Bob Kelly.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more in just a bit.